All right, folks, it's Tuesday, 26th of November, a couple days before Thanksgiving. It's about 5:30 and it's going to be dark here in 15 minutes. You can't tell by the screen, but I'm here to tell you dark is already setting in. We are behind the barn. Reason being is because this is where I've been all stinking day long. We did not get our freeze up last night to where I could finish off baling up the corn fodder, and I wasn't going to attempt it. I'm not putting my baler through that anymore. Plan Z is it has to be picked up in the spring. I'd hate for that to happen. The reason for that comment is we got a bad storm, real bad storm coming tonight here in about another 3-4 hours. It's been the talk of the town for a couple of days now. It's going to start off with a few hours worth of snow, followed by a very lengthy period of freezing rain. It's going to be an absolute disaster. So, I couldn't go after bales here today. So I went after the next best thing here on my list, and that's getting things somewhat pretty for this storm. I brought in 2 more loads of sand, as you can see here. I missed probably about 3 loads worth of manure, maybe 4 in the springtime, and they were piled up. I knocked them down. This is the feeding area here for the cows in the winter. Knocked those down. I failed you in a video today. I know there's a couple of you wanting to see it. I failed you because I was in a hurry. I just got done. A few hundred geese or better just took off from that field across the road. I hooked up to the disc, 6150M, the John Deere disc, and flattened this entire yard. And it was awful. Folks, I went about 1 mile an hour, I kid you not. I spent about an hour and 20 minutes or better on it. If I'd had my 3.5-inch Magnum shotgun, Thanksgiving dinner would have been real cheap this year. Hooked up to the disc, 6150M, flattened this entire lot. I'm ashamed I didn't take a video for you because you should have seen how bad it was. Trying to hit those ruts. They all came up real nice. I probably went through the whole thing 3 times. Of course, it's not a very huge area, so it didn't take very long. But yeah, all the bad ruts have been taken out. I parked the disc, then I hooked up to the drag, the old Brilliant drag. It's probably about a 20-footer, and I dragged the whole thing. Now, pay no attention to this. I did this myself this evening. But this is, man, is it slimy out here. This is basically the finished product of the entire yard. So the goal, of course, is we're about to have a hell of a storm, snow, freezing rain. Because you can't control it, I'm okay with that, because what that's going to do, it's going to help flatten this out a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to get the freezing temperatures. This lot will not be opened up until it is frozen solid and I'm pretty stinking for sure that it's not going to get warm again. Basically, I don't want to create any more ruts. The only ruts I want to see is snow ruts. So that's what I did today, along with a couple more loads of sand. I did bring some sand in here. Not a whole lot. I probably could have brought in a load in here. They've only got one way in and one way out of this corral system now. This has been putting down for bedding. Because of the bales that I just shot out, I'm getting a little cocky, I guess you could say. And I threw out a couple extra bales here tonight, one of them being here for some fair bedding for this bad weather that we got coming. But filled in some nooks and crannies where needed with some sand. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the day ended out here. I literally just got done probably 5 minutes before we started this. If you don't have a loader, a bulldozer, an excavator, it takes a little while with the bucket tractor, but use what you got, and by God it works. So so yeah, no baling this morning. Son of a gun, it was 39 degrees. It was supposed to be chillier than that. It was 39 degrees at about 5:30 this morning. Temperature's dropping pretty good right now, but it's been pretty nice all day. So yeah, couldn't go after the corn fodder. So that's still lingering, but what are you gonna do? Here's my bale fort. Yeah. Actually, I got some sag going on here. I need to fix that. I definitely want this to be a 3-tier wall right here, so I am going to save that. And I know a lot of you probably called it. You're like, yeah, just wait a few days, you know. And yeah, I removed all the 3rd-tier bales because quite a few of them fell down and all that other stuff. This is plenty of protection back here. And of course, to reiterate why in the hell I've stacked these like this, it's to save this, let's call it the silage yard, I guess. Save it from blowing snow, drifts, and high winds that we're about to receive here, being that Old Man Winter is now here. Perfect world, depending on frigid, freezing temperatures. I really need to run the silo through the month of January. That's a very tall order, but all we can do is cross the fingers and see what we have. January is a possibility up here by us. It's a 50-50. February is a given of a disastrous winter. Between the snow and then, you know, I guarantee you 40 below zero wind chill. But as much as I can get within the month of January feeding out of these silos, the better. Small little problem with the 16-foot diameter here. Had to lower a door here this morning after feeding, just a small inspection, and the guide wheel tire not only is junk, but it's how the hell do I explain it? It's junk. It's rotted out. It's not aired up, and yes, it needs to be aired up. It caused a little bit of havoc up there. Not too bad, but enough. So I called that part in, because it's not just a matter of a tire. It needs a new rim too. I'm going to spare you the details. I mean, we're just talking about a 10-inch tire here that's worth its weight in gold. I unfortunately ended up having to call the Pat's dealer. Real good man. I deal with him on a lot of things. And he actually already got one today. It's at his place. It's probably about 40 miles away. we'll see what the roads are tomorrow. I'd like to go get it. We ended up putting the we kind of vamped up the old one that's garbage and put it back up there so that we could buy God feed silage tomorrow morning. And we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, they got to get baleage. But cows and calves are doing really good, really good. I don't know if we've talked it all or not, but I'm kind of flirting with the fact of sending about a half a dozen animals, feeder steers, to Iowa here for the, well, it'd be a December 9th on Monday loadout for a December 11th Wednesday sale in Waukon, Iowa, which is through a local beef club I belong to, Badenoch Beef Producers Association. I'm kind of flirting about doing it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up just yet. I did want to keep all calves through the winter and test that program out. And I think I can still do that, obviously, with the calves that are here. And you're looking at two nice healthy ones right here. In fact, those are probably, those two steers there would probably be going on the load out to Waukon. No, there's some older ones than that. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's going to depend on time and everything else, weather, and it's about to get pretty stupid around here, folks. We'll see what happens. Weaning's coming up here. It's going to have to be taken in stages this year. You know, between the bulls, that's got to kind of be separate. We got our own little ways here. It doesn't matter what you think or what you say, and I'm not being disrespectful. We have our own ways right here. With the amount of cattle that's here now, it's going to have to be taken in stages. We'll see what happens. Probably start off with the bulls. You know, there's 6 bulls. One of them needs to be taken care of. He needs to be castrated by the vet. I am not happy with his condition whatsoever. I'm no cattleman, I'm no bull judge, but we'll get you a good look at him, and I guarantee you'll give the thumbs up on it. The other 5 I'm real happy with. I can see collecting them, and then maybe a half a dozen steers. That might be the first go around, which of course is going to drive everyone insane here. And I say everyone, I mean the cattle, because they're going to expect what's going on. Some of you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, and it's okay that you don't. These cattle, they are not stupid. I don't know how to explain that. They learn very, very quick, very quick. So I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I have got to come up with a solid game plan. I need to stick to it and need to implement it here very, very much sooner than later. I've got a preg check going on with all the Holstein heifers tomorrow afternoon. The sizable dairy that I'm custom raising those heifers for, we kind of have the setup here with the lock stalls. They're all going to be preg checked, and they're looking to be shipped on Friday or Saturday. I hope Friday. And that'll be it for the Holsteins. So we'll be sure to do a small video in the next couple days, give you a good look at them until until spring of next year. There'll be more here. We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's it. Getting kind of late. As you can see, it's getting dark quick, and I think I got a good old-fashioned house night tonight. A little bit of laundry, a little bit of cleaning. Kind of been failing on that lately. And I got some paperwork and some bills to sit down with, and a nice hot dinner or something. So yeah, all right folks, just checking in, saying hello. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you got some really nice plans coming up here for Thanksgiving. I don't know about you, but I sure as hell enjoy that day. And yeah, one way or another, we're going to talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you sooner than later.